Hi, how are you, Lexi? Hi. Yeah, I need to hurry up. I lost track of time. Sorry. I am just opening my monitor to see the chat, and I'm going to start as I can. Let's see. It's live. I am live. Yes. I'm here. Sorry. Okay. So I don't know if Lexi, are you still here or you get tired? I can fully understand if that happened. I am going to start to do an envelope. Anne, hi, honey, how are you? Welcome. Oh, thank you, Anne, and see you too. Oh, what can I say? I will be with this abomination all the time, but I need it so I don't do this movement because it seems that all the tendons are muscles from the neck down earlier. Oh yeah, thank you. I was waiting for the time to be, but because we have not changed time zones yet, so it's very difficult to me to like be ready, not be ready. I was here like doing some order on the desk and things like that, but yeah, to understand, I thought I need to start at 6:30, and then I said I never start in my streams on a half an hour, so what happened here? Then I realized I was a quarter uh, a quarter or 15 minutes late, let's say. Okay, I'm going to explain what I am trying to do. We are going to do some more experiments, painting and things like that, maybe stamping, direct on the pouches. These are not the pouches I do to put things. These are called pouches because they have like two sides and they have a seam in one of the parts. Like you cannot open this more than or release the paper. You need to cut in order to have two halves. And we are going to do something like that. But also we are going to paint on the same uh, pouch. So I did some yesterday. I'm going to show you first what I did. Let's see. Well, let's see, you were there, you saw me doing it. Is this pouch. This pouch was painted with acrylic and a brush direct on the on this paper pouch, let's say, the laminating paper or plastic, and then I closed it and I put it on the laminating machine. On the big screen? Oh, perfect, Lexi. Thank you. I wish all my life to be in the big screen. Now I am. So the thing with this is that when you do like that and then laminate, the paint is sealed inside. You cannot peel it from the plastic. And because it's porous inside, because have the glue that it's a uh, heat, like the heat, it's gluing it. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, that's what we did. In order to do that, or this one was the same concept, but with acrylic markers. And this one I yet did the real pouch that it's to glue also here because I want to do it with my sewing machine and today it's not possible. I did this one that have things inside that I already did painting, stamping with acrylic, not stamping, but with stencil, but dabbing on a stencil. So we have this experiment. Then yesterday I cut it and I put on one of my pouches that it's another experiment. I tried to pull a print with two layers, and only one of the layers came here. Is the gold. So I paint over that with markers. And this one, it's the same concept, only that I will do from that either an envelope to put things or a notebook or a journal cover. So that's it. I did also in previous seats of me because I don't think I did it. Maybe this I did on my stream. It's a pouch but with a window. So we did put a paper inside, only that the paper was cut. So we have the window here, and when I close it, I still have the window. I can see what I have inside. And to closure, I put this for now. We are going to do something different. Let me put this like it is, and I'm going to show you on camera. Okay. Other things that I did. This was half laminated because inside is not laminated, and it was with napkin. And I did another one that is this one too, and with this kind of closure. And of course, we have bookmarks, all kind of bookmarks with the lace, with the fabrics. This might be a bookmark, might be a part of a journal. I don't know. This, for instance, is a tag already, and we have here. Sorry. Yes. What? We did. You need to open. That's okay. You can say hi too. Hi, everybody. Sorry. Domestic things with us. So I did this one on watercolor paper. Lexi says, hi, Maxi. And that is ingenious, Miriam. Thank you, Anne. You know, there are a lot of things that I see, and there are a lot of things that to watch another crafters or artists, they awaken me some questions, and then I am going and I do. First, it's not bad to copy things that you see. Then the other step that it's desirable is that you add something from you and you pass that to others. And it's like a chain of knowledge that we share with others. Anne says hello to Maxi. He's outside. Hi, Anne. Oh, no, he is in his desk. What? Okay. No, I thought you were outside, Maxi. So this one I made with alcohol markers. So I knew it will be spillage on the other side. So intentionally, I complete that and I did the same in the two sides. This one it's have nothing but could be something that you use to gift. Then you will put maybe here your name and a telephone or something. Maybe if it's I don't know, to sell. This could be perfectly to have there something in a fair, something show interest of something you can give your card, and this will be a card. Oh, Lexi says, I love the idea chain. I've never understood people who keep the art method secret. I always want to shout my idea from the rooftops and watch people run with them. Yeah, and it's agree, and I agree too. Oh, Barbara is here. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Barbara. Hi. So yes, I do that. Maybe there are people that say, okay, that's for me. I don't have a laminator. If you don't have a laminator, first of all, I think, and I can prove it not today because today is hard for me, but every other day, I can grab the pouches, one pouch, put something inside, and iron it. Or, like Barbara said, you can put the napkin and then below um, nylon and over on that paper, and everything will be fused if you iron it. So there are a lot of things we can do. I did. Let's continue with this. I did a notebook. This is with laminated both sides. I did a journal with a journal cover with the closure, and everything it's an A4. That could be, if in your country it's instead of A4 letter is the same. You don't need more than that. We are only inspired by seeing we see, whether it pops into our head immediately or at some later date. Yes, yes. Sometimes it's there are innovations, and but the innovations come from the thinking when you see someone doing something slightly different, and you ask yourself, and what if you ask yourself what if, you have several ways to arrive to conclusions. One of them is to put YouTube, but put a search with what you want to do, or you ask yourself if it's possible. That's, for instance, what happened when I discovered that I can put paint in the inside of the pouches. So I saw only one creator. I couldn't find anyone else. Yes, sharing is caring, Shannon Nash. Yes, of course. Of course. But even if you don't want to do a tutorial, if you show a picture of something you did and maybe you explain a little bit about it, you awake our creative juices. And that's the thing. So when I saw that, what I saw, she made a stamp, and with that stamp, several times she did stamp on this pouch, and then she closed it and then laminated. But I couldn't find someone that do other things like stenciling, gel plating, uh, stamping with an ink pad. I couldn't see that. So that's my interest. And then I started um, to do things in order to see if it works. Some didn't work too well, like these ones. I see that it's a very high possibility because it's only one side pouch. This side don't have lamination. This part have, and I I am afraid that it will be peeling. I think I did put some double-sided tape here because it was starting to. But that give me another idea. What if I saw this in a sewing machine? So I couldn't try it yet, but I will. So all of this I already did. If some of these, hi Paula, how are you, my dear? I'm so glad you are here. The lace is self explanatory. You cut the lace as the place when you want to put that on the pouch. You put it inside the pouch in the part that you open to put the paper. Instead, the paper you put the lace, and then the only things you need to see is that you have all around free space because the laminated need to be glued to itself in order not to peel. So that's the only one. Then you put an eyelet on whatever you want and you decorate it. I saw people doing things like that and then die cut something, maybe laminate that something alone, and then put it like a dimensional thing. That's an idea. But let's see the ideas that I still don't manage because for me this is totally new. And for that, I am going to use some things that I already did because I cannot do it today. Hi, Senjen. How are you? Yes, lace, laminate, and I have a big cloth that gave me Carol that I don't know if we are going to be possible meeting this month as we want because of the war. It's it's maybe unsafe to travel, so we'll see. So I want to try with some things that I already did to see how do they work with the laminate pouch. One is these that are four stamps. So they have a little bit of metal, so it's not something very wide, very high. So I want to see how it uh, behaves. And I have here some little things that I really want to laminate because I want to save them. And I think they are nice things. I don't know if I am going to laminate all of them, but that's it. Then you can laminate a window. This window will be when we finish something that it won't be moving, but all I want to do because I already have this is to see, let's say I do a card and I want to put a windows that you see in the first part of the card and then you open, but you also see things through the window. So I will have some pre-cut window, could be only this, could be everything like that, and I can laminate this. Let's see what else you can laminate. I have here ephemera, fish, this big ephemera, and I can really put that something that I was gifted, and but it's like a pre-made. I didn't do it that. And let's see if there is something interesting that I want to try. Let's do another one of these. I have some tissue paper that I stamped previously. Let's try this. I have 3 of them. Let's see how much. I'm sorry. That's very painful for me. Okay.
You want the help?
No, it's okay. I need to see what I wanting to use. And we have something already sewn with lace that we can see if we can do something with that. I wanted to see what do we have here. There are a lot of things that we can use. Let's say you have your one book and you did something with that book like this, and it will be someday a hidden clip, but I can this part anyway laminate. But I wanted to do something. Let's see. I don't think I have a lot of. Let's laminate. What do we have here? This and this. And we have a lot of nice things here. Hi, Anina, how are you? Hi, Belinda. Buenos días, Maxi. ¿Cómo estás, es Belinda?
I'm fine.
Yes, he still have a virus. Okay, so I think that no, I wanted to try something because it's interesting, and I think I have this thing somewhere. Let's see. I have something here that will be very interesting to try. This is dry paint. I found this side nice, but if we laminate that, we can have maybe a pendant or embellishment in a journal. So these are the common things. I am going to put them aside so we can use them. And we'll see how are we going to use each one. And yes. And I have here an embossing one. I don't know if you can see that it's embossed, but I am going to put some ink in a minute. Any ink, I don't mind. Okay, maybe we can see better now. It's embossed. So what I want to see is if I laminate both and previously embossing. Okay, my dog is not. It seems that she doesn't like what I say. She have her opinions. So yeah, we are going to see what happens. Well, one thing you need to do when you laminate, yeah. Oh, okay. The neighbors.
It's okay.
One thing you need to do when you laminate is to round the paper corners because we are going to round the um, acetate corners or the laminated corner. And if we don't do like that, it will be difficult to do it really beside. So let's do the regular ones first. So I don't need the envelope yet. It's like that. Let's see. We open the pouch and we start to put things. Everything have to have around a little clearance. So, for instance, if I want to put this here, I can't. But if I want to put this here, it is possible. So I have something that I can put beside this. Sorry that I am going to the basics, but I don't know who is watching, even in the round or the learners, if they really did that once. So I think.
Sorry.
Okay. I think I can do like that, for instance, and maybe even have here some place not for this, but for this. So I have almost full this first pouch. So one thing that it's convenient to do is to have yes, a folder for the occasions that you have a lot of things here and you want to have a base to put it and for that not to move. I am going to use this. Let's sorry, I need to use my right hand. I don't have 5 folder, but you can use a 5 folder. Miriam, what weight of laminated pouches are you using? I am using what I had. I didn't know that they come in different. I think this is 3 microns because it's very flimsy. You can use 5 or even higher, I think. But if you don't have, you can do, let's say you have the 3 because there is no something that you do so often that you really worth it for you to buy better quality. It's the ones that you had. It's the one that the thrift store shop had. You bought there. So you can use this trick of the 5 folder that will accompany the let's see. Oh, okay. So you see, everything that I move, it can move what I put, especially the last ones. So you can do one of 2 things. Take some 5 folder and put it like this, and then accompany to the laminating machine, but not passing it. Or you can do this like that. And then you even, if you have the width, you can put it like this. That is the part that is closed. Oh yes, says Paul. I'm a laminator for many years now due to making picto communication ads for my kids with autism. Yes, we have had many, many machines, all including an A3 machine. Well, this one is an A3 machine. Your dog is jealous, not giving her the attention. Yes, no, The neighbors are coming by they are exiting their home in the first floor, and they need to pass beside my door. There are no other way out but the windows, and I think they have uh, closed windows. They cannot fly from there. So my dogs doesn't understand the community concept. They think that this house and everything around is hers. The thicker pocket, that better, in my opinion. Yes. Then Shen said, I'm on other end. Have machine not even turned on yet. And says, I have a laminating machine, but have had limited success with it. Well, yes, yes, the 5 microns, I find it perfect. It came some with the machine, came some different sizes, but not a lot, like samples. And I already used all the A4, and yes, they were thicker, and yes, they were better. Okay, let's see. This is not entering here. I need to cut. No, I am going to put it like this. It's okay too. I don't want to cut this now that I have everything in here. So you need to take it in your hand until it's starting to go. When it starts to go, you put your hands here if you have different pieces, like we have. If not, you can accompany a little bit, but it's not something that it's necessary. You see, I because of the pouch that I made, this folder, 5 folder, I don't. Yes, they don't bubble or everything like that, but let me tell you, with this method, even with a regular paper, it's not bubbling anyway. Let me show you. So I think we might need now only one thing wasn't good, that is this one, but I want to do anyway the one-sided there, so I don't mind. And now I can do it any, because this is a little bit um, thick, and I think it's not so suitable. I need the, let's see if I can open it. No, yeah, I can. But it's, I could open because it's past the, there is no size, no sides all around. Now you see it's perfect. And we can cut the different pieces and even close this, that I am going to do the same trick that I did yesterday with the pouches. This I need to um, fold to use it. So very carefully, leaving in the two sides. It's difficult to see, but I am again folding this. I am putting this inside paper. Here I have paper, so I can close the paper like that. Never mind if we don't have all of this inside, I want to have the folding there. And we can put this on the machine. And you say, once learns over the stand up desk to check if it was going through and started to eliminate my share. That's funny, not not so much. But now you see we have not only laminated but perfect folded, then we can use for some kind of embellishment or a hidden. So I am cutting, but not all the way. And I am doing a little bit like round, not so much because, okay, it's only to show. So this is one. This one, it's not okay, but we are going to do then the, or try to do the one-sided lamination. So, no, I think it won't be now. No, sorry, I misspoke. I cut this and it's perfectly laminated because this is or tissue or rice paper, but I think it's tissue paper. And my experience with napkins and tissue paper is that it glue both sides perfectly, or one-sided if you do it one-sided, but we need to do it especially one-sided. I will show you. Let's see what I wanted to know about embossing. You can use one of these cutters or you can do it as I am doing by hand. So this is the embossed cardstock, and it's perfect every side. So this machine doesn't put my embossing down. What is really interesting, because we can do a lot of things with that and could be embossing. Okay, what else we have? We have, okay, I'm sorry I didn't put attention to the placement. So what I have here, that this comes with the machine and it's to round also the corners, but need to be 90 degrees for that to happen. And here you can have something to put in a pocket, and you see all the parts that were made with the soda cans are perfectly laminated too. So we have embossing and soda cans that we can do work with them. And then, well, these ones are almost, so I'm going to take down this part very, very near. This we are going to need another thing around to put it in the middle of two papers with a, this size of window. But yeah, you can put it in a model house, in a, how do you say, installation. Of course, you imagine if you have, how do you say, a tie, and the tie started to go, and you go there with the tie like that. Ugh, poor Paula, poor Paula. I know that what I am doing, it's hurting, but I cannot not do anything. So this, for instance, also now you have your ephemera not only protected, but you can use it inside of a shaker, or you can put it on a pocket, or even put it dimensionally with a dimensional tape like this on some parts that you already have something and you want to do something else and that to be protected. Okay, let's go for more. Hola mami, ¿cómo estás? Paula is not telling about her shirt. I just shrieked and turned the machine off. My colleague had to pull me out. Shirt was fine. Oh, perfect. Only a little bit glossy. Well, maybe if you could take it out, it was ironed, because the most important thing is, let's do another one of this, is that you didn't have something that happened to you. So let's take one A4, one A4, please, or maybe about, yeah. I need the pouch measurement. Because the other one was too thick. So let's see this one. We have A3, so if I take this out, not so much we need. There. And maybe, so we can put it like that, a little bit more, not a lot. And I don't know if it will work. We can try. Let's put another, take another one from here. Because I want to use this also for painting. So this is okay here. This is okay here. Maybe try to take a little bit. So When we paint inside, we need to open this. This is not the part that opens, it's the other one. A new way to iron. Yeah, I'm glad you survived the shirt. Well, maybe don't survive a season anyway. So when you open, you need to preserve the other part, because if you are going to paint here, you might need, of course, not make a mess in the other side. So this could be something that you put your paper like this, a little bit out, and then you close it, and that's how you preserve this part. So the other part, it's not going to be, let's put this down. And what I am going to do now is to put something, some paper on the other side, so we can see it. And not only we can see, we can even could put something here, so we can do whatever is there. Okay? So I don't have now good pulse because my hand. But I want to try some things. And we can do it with the other hand. And I am going to try some of the stamps that I have. Okay, let's see. I can use my fishes. Let's see me fishes. Where are you, fishes? And we can do a pouch like this, but better, to put some stamps in it. Okay. Let me find my something. No, never mind what. I have my flowers. So let's do flowers. So remember, I have here the inner part of a pouch. So we are going to try. I can't do it with the other hand. Let's see. So we have one of these with this ink. Now we have here another ink that is a quick drying ink pad. It's like more oily. So let's do this one. Perfect. We can do it. I don't know what will happen, but we can put that. And the other one, let me try another kind of ink, that it's this ink, glitter dew. And let's put the third. we have here all kind of stains, but what I saw yesterday, even with the gel plate and the acrylic paint, is that you can, well, it's not here, it's on the other side. This is here. So this one is on the other side, doesn't bother me. This is on this side, I need to take it out. So it's possible to do that with wiping or a wet cloth. So this is what I wanted to try. So I don't mind that to be there because I can do a simple tag with that. So let's use the space a little bit more. But now I did need this here because I am going to use it to put this inside. So usually we need to let it dry, but it dries fairly quick. Let's try. Let's see what happens. I'm doing a little bit more of space between them. I don't need to do all of them, but this is very, very thick. I am not going to try. Let's use these ones. So now I am going to close this very carefully. I'm going to put this right, and I am going to take this. Let's put this. Ready? Everything is in place. So I did the same, but instead of stamp, I paint. I put a stencil and I put paint through the stencil. I used the stencil on the gel plate and I did immediate print. All of that worked. So I needed to try my let's see what happened with this. My stamping, with my stamp ink, I did try markers, so that's okay. I yet need to try alcohol markers, but or alcohol inks, but I am afraid. Other thing that could happen if you don't have things to do is that you end with little pieces. So these little pieces could be used for pockets, or if you need a bigger pocket, could be used for, let's say, if this will be sufficient, I don't need to put an A4. I can put this. This is too big, but this is okay. So you only need to see which part was inside, like the part was inside, and put them on the same place. You can do it through this. It's better paper. A former colleague of mine told me that back in the day, when her mother did housework, she wore a kerchief on her head. She was putting laundry through the electric winger machine washer, and her scarf got in the winger. Fortunately, she was able to reach the stop of the machine. Yes, that's so difficult. Let's say that there are a lot of like accidents with the sharps or like scarves, things like that. Okay, I have a new. Let's try it. It will be less effort for me. So I wasn't careful with this. It have a lot of my dogs. Yeah, don't do houseworks. You're so intelligent, Bart. Really. Or don't use scarves either. No, because if you don't use scarf, you can't do household. No. So use whatever you want. Don't do households. Okay, I have my ephemera already. I love the bling. I not the bling bling, but the satin surface. So for me, it's right to do this. Maybe for you it's not. Never mind, because we are all different people. But there is also a matte one I couldn't find because this is for cold too. So yeah, Paola, housework is dangerous. Don't do it. Yeah, please, don't do it. Okay, let's see what happened here. What we did here. Sometimes it needs another pass. Sometimes, like this one, it's like the well, there are a lot of bubbles here, but this is like the paint need to be dry because here you see we have a lot of spillage, but never mind. So we are going to do it alone on the other side, and we'll see. So we can stamp, but need to be dry. So we need to do it and left it for a while so we can do it. Bye, Sanjan. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I might do less time. You see, whatever I wanted to do, it's very difficult to me to do it, but I have some things that I can do still, and then I am going to rest because my hand, it's not only my hand, if were my hand, well, it, it's all my body on that. You see, at the nerve, that's why we have the Cabana Boys. I will order them some headscarves and matching sprons and rubber gloves. Very cheap. Yeah. Okay, so yes, this, you see, when I did it with this, it wasn't at all like bubbly or whatever, a little bit bubbly here. But here, as as soon as I did it alone, because it have nothing to sustain that. If you have one page like this, and you do that, it's better. But you can put it here again, and you can do it again and see what happens. As I said, it's not my intention to do this now, but like to have these cards laminated, but to show and to see what we can do. Then maybe you have another idea with this one. I have one now, right now, and I am going to start and to use it and see what happens. So it's better, not quite, but better. And now we can do it. Separate this. And I have this little one, and I have the possibility to do something with this. We have here that. Now it's separated. Now I can put it in here. Or let's see. First of all, I can. It doesn't have a lot of time to be warm or hot. I think it takes from 1 to 3 minutes, something like that. It's really nothing. So this is better for me too. I order one A4 like this because there it's really interesting how the difference you have when you do this and this. This one never fails. I don't know you, but I really love it. I'm really loving this. And I need one more cut here. And you see, it's nice. And this, I love it, but always have the problem that here it's cutting. So that way they are perfect. This was an ITC base that I still can use as an ITC, but that's it. It's very important this so you don't have, this is really, well, this one it's so flimsy that it's not doing anything. I cannot use that. That's it, Miriam. Finish with that. Okay. So you see, I found so interesting when you have a paper, a collage paper here, you immediately have like the bump. You can see all the difference on the paper. I don't know if you can appreciate that, but you can see the volume of the paper there. That it's not so easy to see like that, but when you see it like this, you can really see the difference here. And I found it very interesting. So these are the same thing. It's sometimes better to rest, Miriam. Yes, I know. Paula, order the rubber gloves and we can make the headscarves and matching aprons. We will laminate those, of course. Of course, Barbara. There is no other way. And you know that one thing you can do, let's say we want to do a box. I'm not going to do one because it will take a lot of math and I cannot have Barbara here if I do math. Sorry. Oh, here we have let's put some paper. You see this one, everything okay. This one, it's okay. But this one, it's a little bit messy because it was the last one and I didn't give the time um, to dry. These are perfect. Let's at least do one of them. This is the movement I think that did everything bad. Yeah, I will rest tomorrow already. I want you to see how nice is that like this. And we can do one like this. I think I have another piece of paper. Let's see here inside. No, but we can learn how I came with that paper. So if I want to do this only, of course, we are not going to use all of it. In this case, because it's really little, I will put that inside and then I will take the part I need like that and left the rest because we always can use it. I left it and we don't need more for that. So this will be used again. Because I just open it, it's closed in the same place, and we don't have a problem that will be glue on the outside. I wanted to do something else that while this is working, let's say that I want, okay, it's already done. Let's put it without anything. It's little and it's okay. I think it will be okay anyway. Let's see. Um, I have this from Didi Willingham, and I want to do it. So let's see. You see, it's not okay. This part, it's not okay. So let's put now any paper, and we can put one paper on and one paper over and below because it's okay. Once the rollers take it, that's it. Cottage industry. Oh, yeah. Now more than ever. Yes. I know that there are problems everywhere. Everywhere. Something. I know, Belinda. I know. Thank you. Okay. Well, I already ruined it in some way. Let's put it like that and see if we can save it. And I am going to do this one. For instance, I received that from Didi, and I want to preserve that. So, yeah, now I can do it all around because never mind that was a little bit wrinkled. It really have glue everywhere around. And this, I love to do it like that. At least I have another purpose for that, like a pocket, for instance. You can glue it with B7000, double-sided tape. Okay, now I want my to do it again because I have a little part here that wasn't okay, but because I cut the part that was doing the wrinkle, the tension, you see, this is out. And this one we are not going to use because it's little. And if you have a big piece that you use and it's okay, you can use it as acetate. Miriam has placed the fish in the middle. Guess we are having tuna sandwiches. Yes, could be. Why not? Tuna sandwich. Very clever, Barbara. Okay, you see, it's perfectly done now. Okay, we have this, and I am going to do something else on a piece of cardstock like this. We have cardstock that have one side, but I want something on the other side. Or I don't have anything on the cardstock. I think I have, wait a minute, I have here. We don't need to invent anything. It's already invented. So we are going to try to do one piece of wipey, of course, dry, already dry. We can do some, no, this not, some, a piece of a painty batiste or cotton. And here I have more of my bookmarks, and even these ones that are very, I did something yesterday, I used them really. This is embossed, so let's see this too, what happened. It's embossed with the die cut or the embosser, not embossed with embossing paper, that that you put on heat. So let's take part of this. I'm not going to do everything, but I am going to cut a piece like that. And see how this material behaves, because I have a lot of that. Of course, we can mark, okay, everything. So I am going to do one of these, one of these, one of these, and this, and one of these that I want especially to have rugged edges. Perfect. So this I can do it again. I heard a funny joke today. A scammer called my grandmother and said he had all her passwords. She got a pen and said, "Thank God for that. What are they?" Yeah. Okay. Let's grab, first of all, washi tape. And what I am going to do, never mind which one, because it's only to try something. One of them, I am putting washi tapes on the other side. So we can use washi tape as paint, like you put this here, and immediately you change this cardstock that had a little bit of, and you can do all different type of this, but I think I am going to do only one more. No, I don't have here. Let's see, I have this. One. No, nope, nope. And I don't mind if this is going to be really stay or not. I don't need to put any other glue because we are going to laminate on that. So never mind. And I even can take it like that. And let's grab another one, different one. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Uh-uh, uh-uh. Yeah, I was about to tell Maxi a joke today. He was very busy. So he said, "Tell me after." So I said, "Okay, but you remember what is that about that I wanted to do, to say, tell you?" And said, "Okay, but I don't know the show." No, never mind. Only the subject, because I need to remember that what I need to tell you. And I hope he really have this. Okay, we have something that we received. We have something that we put not only gel plate but some washi tape. Now we have some other embossing thing. And I think that I want to do some stamping. I have this mini wooden stuff thing. that I bought in Spain. Let's see what happened. So never mind what I did. I did something. If you want that to be a job that you do, you can be more mindful what you do. And putting things on so I can see how it behaves. Okay, so we have everything we wanted. We have the stamp on fabric. One is regular fabric, cotton fabric that I painted. The other one, it's a white bead that I dried. So let's prepare now the pouch. So I think that the remaining of the pouch, it's not enough because we have this that it's really big. So let's do whatever we can, and at least let's do one of each. This I can, or maybe I can do that in another time. This is for me, this is not for demonstration of every anything. So let's demonstrate. Okay, I think this is okay, enough. So now I'm going to take this out. I think I am going to, I don't know if it's going to, but it will be another experiment. If we have a non-straight pouch, what will happen in it with it? You see, when I put that inside, I am sure that it's have also something around. I think I don't need this. No. So I am going to leave that for another occasion that I need for something little. Okay, more or less. This part will be maybe glued onto the paper, but I don't mind. I can take it out. So let's do it now. You might take out the big strings because that will be on your laminated pouch. Okay, perfect. Bye, Barb. Thank you so much for being here, for all your comments. Okay,
Ay, ando.
I can find some little ones. Let's see. Those are the ones that came with the laminator. This is the A3, and I am going to grab one that is A5. And these, I think, are 5 micron. Okay, let's see. I can use it for this one. And I can use it straight this, and then I will cut. But let's see this one first. Perfect. You can see, let's do it again once more, like this. Bye, honey. So here came the winter again. Even though tomorrow starts our spring, that is more like a summer sometimes. So I might need some different folders, like for A5 or A4, because they are really, really important, I think. You see, we don't have the crinkles or whatever. We have perfectly laminated thing. Even this was the embossing, and you can see and feel. This is the cloth, the cotton cloth, and this is the wipey, and this is the washi tape. And other things that you can do, let's do it, the one that is from Didi, and let's cut everything then. I couldn't do my number 20 of hashtag mixed media, and with the hand as I have, I think even tomorrow I won't do it, and I will do 3 in a row the day after that if I am well. But yes. This has a one file laminated pocket that has a more matte finish appearance. Yes, but I have its contact light. Like it's like there is an ivory one, but you don't put them on the machine. I couldn't find the matte. Oh, see that? I am going to do it again alone. But yes, they are matte. I couldn't find it in Timu, but maybe in Amazon you can find it. I don't understand how it works with the machine. Alone, yes, I understand. So I'm not sure if there are hard ones that are matte. Could be. So now we need to do the pocket. Okay, so I am going to do this really fast. And I am going to grab, to do the pocket, I am going to grab one A5 and one A4. That's because I want to do it like more easy. But you don't need to. You can cut parts. So let's see. So I need the other one. And let's do the other side. I can even continue with the scissors here because we already have the channel that made that, but I couldn't go till the end. This one, yes, I did it. Well, so now I only need to, this one, I hope you can see that it's less flimsy because it's not only the laminated pouch, but everything that had in it. And that was very, very hard cardstock and twice. So I think that's so good. Now I have this. I can do a card for a journal. I can do a piece where you write. And that let's see where I need to cut here. I have one. Two. So this could be a belly band, could be a tag, could be to put inside the pocket, could be to give with your data here. So anyway, this is free. Well, not the pouch, but if I can do things with my white piece, I have a lot there. I will start with that to do something and see what happens. I can do even a box with that, a carrier. So now we are going to learn how to do pockets, but not the pockets that you put on a journal, but the pocket that it's a pocket by itself. And we are going to use the principle to know how to do it. You can do whatever you can make of see nice. And it's not something very intricate or difficult to do. This one, I think I'm going to go like this because there is another method you can use to round here and to round here. Okay. So of course you can put an eyelet or a tassel or whatever. And now I am going to try to do one pocket. Okay. So you saw that I had A4 laminated pouches, and I have A6 also. Interesting. Let's see. I can do something with those and not use an A4. So let's grab my carrier and let's use two sides of pouches. One, we are going to open the bigger one. We are going to open and cut the little one because we need for it not to be like this, but two different size. So two different pieces, sorry. So I am going to put that here, very near the border. I don't know, I don't need to take out a lot. Enough to separate them. Now, when I separate them, I realize that we have one part that have the glue, that is porous, and the other that is glossy, that is the part that goes on the sides because we cannot glue these ones. So what we are going to do is put them inside out, the glossy parts one with the other, and we are going to put this here inside. Like that, straight. And then oh, Scotch have, yes, yes, I know. So I have one inside the other, but I have all around parts of the big one that have the glue. So this one have the glue inside, and this one have the glue here. So this is going to glue to this, and the other one to that, but inside it won't be glue. Okay? So now let's say that this is what I did first. Let's see if I can put that inside. Sorry, I need something. Okay. I did this, but unfortunately I didn't that. Okay, so I have this goes up or down and it's the same. It's not so, oh, maybe, yes, maybe I have some barrier here. But I put like if it's for a stamp like this, I put a card with the stamped stamp, so I can see from both of the sides what I have. This one it's upside down. Never mind. I'm not going to take this out. I am only can do something here because I want to see inside, but I want to have also some something nice. So I can put here, but inside, of course, in between this layer and this layer, I am going to put this. And we will see what will happen with that. Oh, I can, just for fun, do, because if I do that, it will be everything combined with the other. Let's do some rounding on this part. Imagine that instead of only a stripe of that, I put the name of what I want to put here inside. If I already know, of course, I don't. So you close that and you put, well, that needs to, I didn't want to let this be all the time working. So Paula says, Scotch and also fellows do matte finish laminating pouches. Perfect. So I need to see how they are if you need a machine to use them, because if they are self glued, I don't know what can trigger the glue, but if it's like contact, for instance, you don't need anything. You don't need a machine. So I don't know how that would work. It will be interesting to know. More experiments in my horizon. The thing is that the things I order, they take at least 2 weeks to arrive, at least. And, and in 2 weeks, I can change so much that maybe in 2 weeks I don't need them. So, sometimes I decide what to do the next day because it's next day. I need to schedule the stream. I need to tell you what I am going to do. And the same day of the stream, I wake up and I say, oh, I want to do this, no that. Yeah, I might put some more generic names to my streams. So let's see what happened. This is almost perfect. Here it's not so much, so I am going to put it alone with no anything. And let's see what happened. Yes, they look cloudy, but not all of them. This one was a little bit cloudy. If you see this one, it's perfectly transparent. Here, maybe, I don't know, it's not an industrial laminator, and they are not the Scotch pouches. So that's everything in fluids. So this one already, we don't have it. Let's now see how we do a pouch, because a pocket, because now everything is one. On purpose, I am going to tell you how to do one of the ways, because we have two ways. In one of them, we are going to have something to close. In the other one, no. I want that part to close, even though it's not something special, but it will give me a place to put the cord around. Anyway, if you want to do it like this without the part that close, you only need to cut here, but inside the mark where it was these ones. Not a lot, again, a little bit. That will open the inner part and we will have a pocket. Now, I want to try something different. I want to try to poke here a pocket only in one layer or two, but don't do it inside, like all the way out. Let's see if I can. So first of all, I need to cut this, giving I need to cut this, but couldn't be where I have this one inside, but outside, because I need this border to be glued. So I was about to make a mistake. So I put till here we have the inner pouch. I am going to cut here. If your inner pouch is big enough, wider enough, you don't need to cut maybe. I need. So let's see. We have this pouch till here, so it will be a little bit. So now I have almost the same distance. So if I do, I would do the first method, that the pouch that have only one pocket like this with no cover. I will leave it like that and only cut here. Okay, but I don't want to. So let's see what I can do. I'm going to put something white here so you can see. So I hope you can see that I have here the mark where is my inner pouch. Everything I cut inside, it will open the pouch. But if I want this, I don't cut like that. I take a cutter and very carefully, try not to go to the other side. I can, sorry, I can cut for the line inside and don't do a lot of strain, not hard, let's say. And then we can have maybe a little bit more, Miriam. And if you want to go a little bit like to the side, like 45 degrees is better. Yes. So let's see now. Oh, I can't. Oh, that's it. Now I could feel it. Ah, yes, it is. Let's see. There, you see that I can go inside, but I am not on the other side. Okay. I want to do like that. That's something to try, so I don't mind if that wasn't how it need to. Let's do this like that and open a little bit. I'm cutting a little bit like that because I went too far. So this part now I can do a fold. And of course, what we can do, we can fold this. I'm going to put the laminator again. I'm cutting here, taking this one the other side to cut the same. I'm putting here. That's it. And now I need to do round on the. So this one and this one, they are glued. So I'm not going to do. This part could be a little bit, but I don't think so. Everything is glued to itself. So let's do it again, only to mark the folding or the folder. Delicate precision cutting, yes. It's not, it's easier when you have inside, in between the two layers, you have paper. It's easier to do it. Okay, so we have a pocket here. We need to do here rounding because it's dangerous. So we have everything okay. You can put some lace like this, but we are going to do only a hole. Even eyelet I'm not going to put here. And let's see what happens. We need to cut well this. We can use some whatever it is we have. I'm going to put something that I use with my gel plate, but it's the same. This is all. Let's say that I want to put here some. Let's see what I can put there. Okay, I have a handmade stamp. But of course, I don't have for that a place to put that. So let's do it like that. We close here. And I can put that in my drawer with where I have all the stamps. And I even can do a card to put here and to know which one I have. But because it's almost all transparent, I can do it like that. Okay. So we have our marks, and I'm saying bye-bye. It was my pleasure to experiment with you, and we'll see what happened next week or this Sunday, for being exact. Bye now, and thank you so much for really being here. How about roll some matte gel medium on the inside of the regular pouches? Experiment, love. It will be all glued, mommy. You need something that have one side that glues and one side that not. You can do that if you put inside a pouch made with paper. Then the pouch made with paper or the pocket made with paper that it's completely closed, it will act as a barrier for that not to be glue in the part that you have the paper. So you don't need Mod Podge. Thank you. You too, honey. You all do. Bye, Lexi. Thanks for. You're welcome. No, you are not supposed to do it. Yes, you are right. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you, all of lurkers and rerunners. Bye. Leave a comment. Like.